Hello and welcome to Dateline Lagos on Channels Television. I'm Ayotunde Balogun. Coming up on the program, Lagos State says no going back on full enforcement of environmental laws. State government issues stop work order on illegal jetties, and COWLSO prepares for 23rd National Women's Conference. The Lagos State government has announced that there is no going back on the decision to enforce law and reclaim the environment from all sorts of infractions. This is according to the State Commissioner for Environment and Water Resources, Tokunbo Wahab, who reiterated this during an inspection of drainage channels in Itiosa local government of the state. Take a look.
The Lagos State Commissioner for Environment and Water Resources, Tokunbo Wahab, Special Advisor on Environment, Olalekan Rotimi Akodu, Permanent Secretary, Office of Drainage Services, Olalekan Shodende, and other state officials visit Dodan Barracks, Ikoyi, to inspect the drainage channels in the area.
What's the block? Only hotel, Debbie. Only hotel, Debbie. Nothing is coming in at all. What's the block? Anyway, concrete not see. What's the block? This is causing the other side is also the entrance is nice. Maybe it's flowing to this. The entrance is still down. So is that?
So I join one man, sir.
Next stop is Obalinde to take a look at the McGregor Canal, which cuts across Ikoyi and parts of Onikan. Unfortunately, the water channel is blocked, and the Commissioner says drastic action will be taken to secure the environment.
We have to check the canal part and the water part for the wastewater. Surprisingly, you all noticed it yourself. We had built to block, and water will always find its own level. So from the Dodan Barracks, we have to go to Obalinde. For the Dodan Barracks, our plan is we'll have a meeting with them. We've served them the requisite notices, and it will last for 7 days. We are going to have a meeting with the GOC and the commander. So we have to do demolition to create and open up the path for the water to enter the primary channel created by the state government. That's for the Dodan Barracks. For Balinde, we were all there, and we realized that they've turned everywhere to motor parks. The McGregor Canal, the path created for it has also been blocked. So for me, our assignment is clear on Obalinde also. We are going to serve them notices to leave so we can have that place properly done up.
The story is not different in Gedegede community of Lekki Phase 2, where some property owners have built on the canal part, narrowing the primary channel, resulting to flooding in the area.
People have forgotten that the environment is the master of man. We had this petition for the past few weeks that people are building on the canal. So we just came to verify, and what we saw is not encouraging at all. From the beginning down to the other end of it, they had blocked the part of the canal. So virtually all the houses on this side of the state are always flooded. So we are going to serve them notices. We're going to do demolition. The notices are for 7 days. So, but for this other side of it, if you check, they had served them a notice before now. So demolition will start on Monday. And it's without caring whose ox will be God. To this other end, they built on the canal part and narrowed the primary channel. Lesser than the secondary even collector. So water will pull out and destroy other people's assets. We are not going to look back on this.
Are you worried?
I'm not worried. My own concern is, why are people being so reckless? All in the course of trying to grab land and make money. That's what they are doing. The state government has given them infrastructure. Water will come and spoil this road if we are not careful. And now, these are taxpayers' funds. You see, illegality can never create legality. You can't use a form of illegality to claim legality. You can't put something on nothing. It will not stand. These are squatters most times. And once you are a squatter and you build, especially on that canal part, the right of way, you have to go. Without being emotional about it, you have to go. And that's what we want to do.
The final stop is Oniru Kingdom at Etiosa local government area, where the team was received by the Oniru of Iruland, Oba Abdulwasil Lawal, who commends the state government for kicking off the cleanup exercise across the state.
In the public goods space, we expect the government to always be on its toes. The consequences of not doing the right thing as the leadership or policymakers in the environment space, we all know the consequences. It will bring about untoward chronic diseases, deaths, and so much more. So on our part, as traditional rulers, community leaders, we will continue to support the Lagos State government. We will continue to support the leadership of the Environment Ministry. I'm very familiar with a number of them. We have worked together in the past, and I know that they have the capacity, the passion, the experience to do the right thing for the good people of Lagos. We are all aware of the climate change. We are all conversant with the importance of not clearing our rubbish. We are all also aware that the good people of Lagos needs to be advised regularly. So we should not fail to always pass information, communication, engagement of stakeholders is very, very key. If we do not, and we continue to sanction without us carrying them up, sometimes if we leave it for too long, it will become an habit. So it's important, let us continue to engage. Do not, I remember we used to do 100 days. Now there's no environmental sanitation anymore. But the way you have started, by people seeing you regularly, this week you are already in Victoria Island, next week you are going to Ajeromi Felodu. By the time people see you out there every other day or weekend or whatever, it will come back to their consciousness that it is important for us to get our environment clean. There's so many projects, initiatives, programs that we used to do in the past that we must bring back, and then our enforcement officers, we must let them know before they must have KPIs, they must be given regular, lecture, so that, now with social media, whatever you do and whatever you do not do, if you are not careful, you'll get the backlash.
This exercise is said to be a continuous one that would help the state government achieve a cleaner Lagos.
From the environment to waterfront corridor, where the Lagos state government, through the Commissioner for Waterfront Infrastructure, Ekundayo Alebioshu, has issued a stop work order for illegal jetties under construction without approval from the state.
The Lagos State Commissioner for Waterfront and Infrastructure, Ekundayo Alebioshu, is out on his first assignment to inspect activities ongoing on the waterfront corridor. Agboyiketu is the first port of call to assess the ongoing construction of the jetty within the community.
Set up on 1.6 from this grid line. So if you have 1.8 to 1.6, we're talking about 3.4. This is our entrance. This is our entrance. This is our entrance because we're sitting on this one.
This is the entrance. Yeah. No, this is the entrance. That's why it's celebrated.
Yes.
Do you have updated reports on your site? On Monday Atlantis, on the site is
Next is Ijegun-Egba in Amuwo-Odofin local government area of the state, where unapproved construction of jetties was ongoing, and he immediately stopped the work. A representative of the community says the jetties serving Ijegun-Egba is inadequate and appeals to the government to provide more for the people.
I manage. But ele ite manage to imba yen. E wa wo ele nsin.
No, yes sir. No. Chele open Jetties meji. Chele pastor ma pass bi. Chele be second imbo. Ohun yen ibi se ni.
Pass again.
Short time. Jago. Ṣé wájú náà la máa lọ jókòó?
He moves round the riverine communities with his team to get first-hand information of activities ongoing on the waterways.
Was the state actually asked us to stop? And did they come up with another drawing?
They asked us to come up with a drawing, which we did. We submitted to them. To Lamada? No, the ministry. The commissioner himself came here while we were on inspection.
Commissioner?
Yes. Former commissioner, sorry. Apologies. And he asked us to stop. But with the engineer, Emi then was the director. But we still continued because he asked us to stop immediately. That he had meetings with Lamata and wanted something bigger. So the next day, I think maybe somebody told him we were still working. Engineer Emi called me and said, I told you guys to stop. And I told him, well, you need to give me written instruction. I want to give order. So that's when they wrote the letter and gave to me. And then we ceased. Subsequently, when the new administration came, they asked why we were not working. So I said there was a stop, that there was nothing in the fact. So I just took a snapshot and sent it to the and in my discussion with them, we had a meeting. Sent another engineer to the site also to appraise what had been done. He said they were going to issue us with a letter to commence resuming of the site, which they did last week. And we just wrote to, I think last week, we also wrote to them that we will be resuming on site so that they could give us access to the site.
The commissioner is not pleased with the standard of some jetties under construction and also announced zero tolerance on illegal dredging in the state.
We've looked at quite a number of the projects that are on, and we'll resume again next week. We've made notes of the things we're not particularly satisfied with. We've made commendations as required. Where we have been impressed, we have also made clear. We will continue until we get the right or the desired results. Things are pretty okay. I would say we'll continue with the process. Just as also today we've seen we saw quite a number of wrecks on the waterways. Terrible, terrible thing. We saw what I would call illegal reclamation because findings have shown that we have no record of ongoing reclamation. We have also seen certain places where illegal dredging in progress, and all of this we're noting. We're actually on a monitoring and assessment tour, I would say, and we will get back and swing into action the moment we're done with that.
Other project site visited include Takwa Bay Jetty, Ebutero Jetty, and some waterfront schemes in Oron-Shoki and Festac that will serve as a means of transportation for the people of Lagos.
Lagosians, it is no news that the present administration of Mr. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu delivered projects in different sectors of the economy through the themes agenda. With this success in mind, the second term of the present administration has included social inclusion, gender equality, and the affairs of youths in its agenda. Now, we have the Themes Plus agenda. With this, no one is left behind on account of their social status, gender, or age. Lagosians, be prepared for another 4 years of a total revamp in all sectors. Ìgbéga ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó, àjùmọ̀ṣe ni o.
And finally on the program, the wife of the Lagos State Governor, Dr. Ibijoke Sanwo-Olu, has appealed to women and the youth to participate actively in this year's National Women's Conference, saying the event is specifically designed towards influencing participants for positive outcomes in the society.
COWLSO is not politically affiliated.
Committee of Wives of Lagos State officials are gearing up for the 2023 National Women Conference beginning next week. The team converged on Lagos House, Alausa Ikeja, and the wife of the Lagos State Governor, Dr. Ibijoke Sanwo-Olu, who is also the chairman of COWLSO, reels out the activities lined up for the 2023 NWC program.
I am therefore excited to announce that all is set for the 23rd National Women's Conference. The hybrid conference will record a combination of virtual and physical participation, and it holds again on Tuesday, 17th October to 19th October 2023. As usual, the venue is the Conventional Center, Eco Hotels and Suites, Victoria Island, Lagos. The theme for this year's conference is Unleash Your Potential. Unleash Your Potential. During the first 4 years of the last administration, COWLSO dealt extensively with themes that assisted women to transform from who they were to better and more productive women in the society. In 2023, we are urging participants to take bold steps, face their fears, and push past their comfort zones. And when they do, they can unleash their potential and discover what they are truly capable of achieving. Aside from the main theme, our team of seasoned facilitators and panelists will extensively discuss the following topics at the conference. Homestead farming, a positive step towards sustainable national food security. You all know the relevance of us investing in agriculture. Making eco-friendly choices for sustainable development. Unleashing potential through healthy choices. Challenges of out-of-pocket payment, the role of health insurance. Education, a catalyst to social economic development. Others include maximizing the prospects of the 21st century youth. And we also have the power of storytelling, enabling narratives for social change and cultural exchange. The last is understanding cybersecurity, fundamentals in the digital age, vulnerabilities, hackers, data breaches, and digital identity. You can see they're all exciting topics, and we're all looking forward to being there to gain. COWLSO has made adequate preparations to ensure that intensive plenary sessions are done to extensively deliberate on the highlighted topics and associated issues, while on day 3 of the conference, there will be a recap and communique to state the position of COWLSO on the conference and developments in the nation, particularly as regarding women and children.
Few days after that announcement, the women hit the streets of Ekpe to create awareness about the upcoming National Women's Conference. Moving from Ekpe T Junction with their placards, passing across various messages to inspire women to take part in the program. The the group visits Olowo Modern Fish Market in Ekpe to inform the people about National Women's Conference and what they stand to gain.
This work is organized by Committee of Wives of Lagos State officials, and we are celebrating our 23rd anniversary. The theme this year is Unleash Your Potential, and we've decided that we'll do our pre-conference work in Ekpe Division. This is the first time that we're doing a rural outreach, and we're trying to, as much as possible, engage the youth and the women from all walks of life. And that's why we're here at the Oluwo Market to educate, enlighten, and tell our women here more about the Unleash Your Potential. We have different lecturers, facilitators that will be coming to talk to the women, and you can connect physically or virtually by engaging through the internet using www.COWLSO2023nwc.org. It's easier for the young ones to do this virtually because most of them will be in school, and we're hoping that in the Ekpe division we'll capture as many as possible so that they can gain from this wealth of knowledge that we're about to give our women. It's also an opportunity to remind our children and the women out there about the various things that are happening, especially concerning food security, concerning eco-friendliness and waste to wealth, and also about the cyber security that is very, very rampant going on now, cyber crime. We also want to engage our women in other things that will be friendly to them, especially something to do with health, out-of-pocket expenses, the health insurance, how it can be useful to them and their families. So we're going to give these kind of lectures. And not only that, there's going to be some exhibition halls where, you know, women were very passionate about fashion, we're passionate about our skin, we're passionate about, you know, so many other things. It's a good place to network, to interact with other people from other walks of life.
Committee of Wives of Lagos State officials also paid a courtesy visit to a former First Lady of Lagos, Lady Christine Otedola, mother of billionaire businessman Femi Otedola, at a residence in Ekpe, where she applauds COWLSO for impacting lives.
Here today to be able to pay homage and celebrate when they are 90 and above, they're called non-Nigerian. We bless God in your life, ma. We give God all glory, all honor, all adoration, and we thank God for today. This is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. We thank God that there was a time when we were in school and they mentioned about Pa Otedola. I never knew one day I'll be here standing beside Mama, but that is how it willed God. Today I stand before you, Ma, as the wife of the 15th governor of Lagos State, and I come here with the Committee of Wives of Lagos State officials. This COWLSO has been in existence since 1974 during the time of Brigadier Mobolaji Johnson, and was conceived by the wife of the governor then, Mrs. Obafumilayo Mobolaji Johnson.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming.
The event, scheduled to hold from October the 17th to 19th, will take place at Eko Hotel and Suites, Victoria Island, and Nigeria's First Lady, Mrs. Oluremi Tinubu, President of the Senate, Godswill Akpabio, as well as other dignitaries are expected at this year's National Women's Conference.
And that's the program for this week. As always, thank you so much for watching. I'm Ayotunde Balugum. Until we come your way again next time, remember to always stay safe. Bye for now.